Have you ever fucked a girl raw?
If it was a girlfriend, yeah. My girlfriend, yeah. But like, I'm not fucking no random girl raw.
Yeah.
I can't be having no little futures out here.
Put it this: if it's like the first time we fucked and shit like that, and like it's like if it's a situation like that, I bet I would have wrapped up. But like if we fucked like more than 3 times, I probably ain't gonna wrap up after that. If you tell me, I don't have to.
Oh, I like that though. He said, "If you tell me."
Yeah, if you tell me, I don't have to.
He said he's not even gonna press the subject, but if you tell me, this is what I want. From
No, because like I mean, I'm not opposed to using condoms. I just don't think that like it's just, I'm just using condoms all the time. I'm like less likely to keep fucking you just because like it's just like at a certain point it's just like
yeah.
And if I have a side chick that I know I can fuck raw and be safe, then like I'm gonna fuck her a little bit more often than I'm gonna fuck you.
So do you feel the same way? If a girl's like it's the first time, but she's like, "Nah, you can take it off. You better take that bitch
Bro,
off."
I don't know because I've already had a scare once, and like
really?
I'm not trying to have that scare again.
That's understandable. Completely. So now I'm gonna get on to like your toxicity because like I know that, and I'm gonna have Jerry's voice speak up for some of this shit because. So
he sees it live.
Jerry's going to get. You got to live with based on what, a year now, right, Jerry? Yeah. So like Jerry's got to see a lot of things I haven't got to see. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like me, I thought I was wild. Like I'm wild. All right, put it this. I'm wild because I'm messy about my shit.
Yeah.
But he's sneaky and very smooth with his shit. So like.
And extremely toxic.
Extremely toxic. I consider toxic, but like it's like well known. Like if a girl comes to me, she already knows what she's
He's a well versed.
Yes,
future.
She knows what she's getting herself into if she comes to me. They don't know what they're getting themselves into with you. So like, what do you do to make them like? What do you
You gotta read the context clues. This is what you're not doing.
Pretty much. What all you have to do is just you have to give them the same energy they're giving you.
Yes.
If they texting back slow, you text back slow. If they texting back fast, you text back fast. But you don't put your other priorities aside for them. Let's say you got to go to the gym and you got to go grocery shopping.
I know some guys that would literally stop what they're doing for a girl like they be simping.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
You got to go to the gym and you got to go grocery shopping, and she tell you let's link. I'm gonna be like no.
All right, so basically, simping because like a lot of these guys are like they'll stop what they're doing, they'll simp for the girl, and it's just like why? Like what do you get out of that? Because at the end of the day,
because look, when you simp, you gonna get friend zone, or she gonna be with another nigga in 2 weeks on Instagram. But dead ass, if you put your priorities straight and you do what you supposed to do, and then fit her in your schedule, you are going to be straight. But if you were sitting there texting her back every 2 seconds, you're going to be considered a simp. And I know most people would be like, oh, I want somebody that's going to text me back 2 seconds. No, you don't. Because as soon as you get that, oh, well.
He lame. He on
I just see you as a friend. You're like a brother to me. And I'm not no brother. As you know, I'm a descendant of Father Future. So.
And that's a fact.
See, that's good. See, and I would say you're as a prime example of like very toxic. And like for me, I think my toxicity comes very different because you can be very toxic in different ways. So like my issue is like.
I think it's more so you're just reckless.
Yes, I am super reckless. So the thing is, I'll give you attention for like a solid. I'll do the whole thing where like I'm like I seem like I might be slightly simping for you for like a week, and then like just completely stop all that shit out of nowhere, and the next thing you know, like go fuck your friend, like but make sure you know about it. Like literally do it, like fuck your friend and you in the same night. I've done that. Like I've done those things. So like that's where my messiness comes into play. It's just like I'll get you. I like to try to get people like kind of semi-emotionally attached before I like decide to start acting up. Like I don't know what it is. It's just like I want everyone that I got fucked basically to essentially be like they'll never forget me. Instead of like that's why I don't do one night stands really. Like I only have one night stands with like one or two girls because like I want you to be emotionally attached and like you're never gonna forget me. So like that's how that's my approach to things. But the problem is like I can come off as disrespectful as well because like I call I say really bad things to people like I don't know, Jerry. Do you remember this? Like how I used to like Jerry used to see like what like I used to like with me in relationships. Like I just wasn't really the best. Like I called them like bitches that do all these things, and it's just like, but like he's seen it though. First thing I'll be like I'll be the worst boyfriend, and they'll still clean up our whole apartment. Like
yeah. Really?
Cook dinner and shit. Cook dinner, make like clean the whole apartment spotless. Like dead ass. Like it's like on some crazy.
Be wiping down the oven with all that damn grime.
She would do that. So that's one of those things, boys. Like you just can't like. You can't give her too much, but sometimes you have to give her a little bit. You know what I mean? Like give them something where they can like potentially see something. Like because everything's about imagination. It's about can they imagine something that's like nice, and that's what girls really want is imagination. At the end of the day, with that, so like you're Mr. like future relevations, Kevin Samuels type of guy. So like, How do you feel about these girls that literally just like they just want that emotional support from a guy, but they don't want like to like like do things with him, and they just want that emotion. They just want to feel like needed, but then at the same time they have some guy treating her like shit, and she's like fucking him and like giving him like more than she's giving you.
Honestly, I feel like it's ass backwards. Mm-hmm. So the older generations, like my parents, for example, they be like, well, you should hold the door open for a girl. You should take a girl out. You should pay for everything. No! You should do this. But with our generation, you do that, you're going to be considered a simp. And I know it's ass backwards, but that's just how today's generation is.
It's like they want you to treat them bad for some reason.
Yeah, with today's generation, you just got to evolve with the times. So I don't look at it as being toxic. I just look at it, I'm giving you the same energy you're giving me. I'm not going to take you to Olive Garden or the Cheesecake Factory for you to ghost me 2 weeks later and then pop out with a new nigga.
Exactly, because I had a boss that told me an important lesson. He was like, anything you're doing, she's doing too. Because like a lot of times, some of these guys they get this idea that like, oh, I'm running game on her, but no. Because girls have it easier than guys. Like most girls that you're fucking, there's probably like 10 other guys that want to fuck her.
Yeah.
But like guys, it might be like maybe just only 5 other girls that want to fuck you. So she already had you up, but she has you up by like 50%. So like, it's like one of those things. You know what I mean? Like it's like how do you play that game? Like because you like someone if it's a girl you actually do like. You know what I'm saying? It's like you like, oh, I can see something with her, but like you still can't immediately let her know that because then she's gonna like still see that. So like, what would you say about like going about something that you actually do like?
I'd say something that you actually do like. It only takes 2 or 3 dates for y'all to know whether y'all want to date each other or not. If she's still talking about some, I don't know, let's just vibe or let's just see if we're friends or I just see you as a friend. Cut that shit off because it does not take 5 to 10 dates for a girl to know whether she wants to be with you or not. Yeah. 2 to 3 is the maximum. Mm-hmm.
And I don't even go on dates, honestly.
You could go to the movies, you could do a picnic, and you could go to a monument or something. And if she's still talking about she don't see you like that,
then she's never going to.
She for the streets.
Exactly.
Because you just wasting your money. That's the God honest truth. Who is about to spend $60 at the Cheesecake Factory for you to tell me that you just see me like a brother?
Yeah, this is completely inexcusable. And so I think you be doing a lot of things. It's like you don't really do those things. Like so, like for example, really. All right. So Jerry, you live with this guy, right?
No.
So like, just for example, so is there anything that you like specifically like seen him do, or like that's like you're like what the fuck? Like this is toxic man himself. Like just catch you completely off guard. If you do, just speak up a little bit. If you have anything to say.
We were coming home the other day, and there's this girl that I've met before. Phil never met before. Phil sees her. Phil goes over there. We're talking to her, just like shooting the breeze with her.
Shooting the breeze.
I like that. I like that. That was a good one. I like that.
And, Phil fucking slides in there. He's like, I should really get your number. And then I was like, well, all right. I talked to Phil when we went home, talked about it. And then the next day I come home from work. Phil comes home from work, and he's like, yeah, I hung out with like homegirl across the, whatever. And I was like, oh, what'd y'all do? And he's like, oh, it? And I was like, oh, shit. Already? Like, what the fuck?
So like
he said 12 hours. 12 hours.
So that's the complete norm with him, right?
Hey, 12 hours
all
later.
the time. I don't know how Phil does it, dude. It's a lot to keep up with.
Honestly, it's just the confidence, bro. You just got to go in there with 100% confidence. You can't go in there scared and wimping out. Mm-hmm. Only thing she can say is yes, no, or hell no.
You know, I like that. It's true. And guess what? If she says no, all right, cool. Take the L and just keep going. That's my theory. I'm not afraid of rejection because, like, if you say no, someone else will say yes.
Look, because, like, just as Michael Jordan said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Exactly. And a lot of these guys, they don't understand that they're afraid. Like, they see the hot girl and they're afraid to approach her. Right. So they're afraid to approach her because they're like, oh, but like, it's like she's used to people afraid to approach her. So like, be the guy to approach her and let her say no.
But you want to know what the crazy part is though? I've noticed that on IG, the most girls with the most likes and the most popularity, they be shy in public.
They do. They're very shy, because they used to that whole social media love. Like guys are like swiping over their stories, all that. But then guys are kind of like nervous and shit. They've never had real interactions with guys in person.
Yeah, it's not like a genuine interaction. It's just through a social media.
And like, so like you just gotta go, like, I don't know. My theory is just like I'm gonna go in and be myself. Like I'm gonna be 100% me. And like you either fuck with me or you don't. But like me, like
that's the thing. Like I'm never gonna change my personality for somebody. If you don't like me for me, then you can go to the street.
You gotta look.
There's too many people out here in the world to be pressed about you.
Exactly. For example, so like why be pressed? Let's get on to like so dating apps. I know like you be on them like the Tinder, the Hinge, the Bumble and all that.
Yeah, no cap.
So like a lot of guys are on that, but they don't really know what like how to really like go about using it. You know what I mean? So like how do you go about using these apps? You know,
I'm gonna give you guys.
This is a good question.
I'm gonna give you guys a tip. So you can't say no hey. You can't say no hey beautiful. She is getting that shit all damn day.
Mm-hmm.
If she has a certain outfit on, you can compliment the outfit. If she has a lipstick on, you can compliment that. If she has a type of hairstyle that you like, you can compliment that. But you can't say no hey or hey beautiful. You're gonna get left on deliver or you're gonna get left on sent.
So like do you have like a line that you use on most of them or something like that?
It just varies by the person. Like if she got a cool fit on, talk about the fit.
So do you pay attention to the pictures in the bio? Like do you read those things?
If it's a girl that I'm really like interested in, yeah, I'll pay attention to her bio and then I'll link it up and be like, yo, like let's talk about this certain topic that you said in your bio.
And do you try to switch over to like? So do you try to like switch over to like texting or like Snapchat real quick?
Yeah.
So like get off of like the app.
So pretty much what I do is like if I'm really fucking with you, I'm just gonna get your number and FaceTime.
How many messages? How many messages do you think it should take to get to the number? Like before you're like, this shit might be taking too long. Because I think like some dudes are like, I don't know when to.
I think it's
when to pull out.
Yeah. I think it should be at least 6 to 7.
I think that's a solid number. Is there like an amount of days or like hours? I don't know where it's just like this is dry.
I say like if she texts you at 10 and you text her at 8 and then she texts you at like fucking 12 and then like it's just get scattered.
Yeah,
y'all not really catching anything.
She don't really.
Yeah, she not really.
Nobody's interested in
that. She's just using you for attention. Like y'all not really doing anything.
Yeah, because that's also important. A lot of guys don't understand it. So girls are like just naturally and like scientifically, genetically made up. Like they care more about attention. Like they want more attention. You know,
they gonna hit you when they need you.
Yeah. So like, cause like they want to feel like emotionally supported, but they can get that emotionally support from a guy that they're not like sexually or physically attracted to. Like someone like, but like, they know that we can be friends, and then like. We can be friends, and like he's still gonna give me those emotional needs, but like I'm still gonna be out here like fucking other dudes and shit like that. So I think that's important because like at the end of the day, like if you're messaging on Tinder, that's probably like 10 other guys messaging on Tinder.
Pretty much what I look at it as like you have the emotional needs and the physical needs. The emotional needs is the simp. That's the one that's over here. Oh yeah, like what's wrong? We can talk about it on FaceTime and stuff like that.
And you're not about that, right?
And the physical one is the one that's like, I don't give a shit about your day. Yeah. Like it's whatever.
I try to keep it like a happy medium, like where like I listen to what you say, but I give you very short responses to that. Like I'm not gonna like if you tell me about like if you give me a paragraph about your day, I'm like, oh that's crazy, like that's wild or some shit like that. Because like I genuinely do not like conversation over text and shit like that. I'd rather
FaceTime somebody.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is like when you FaceTime somebody, you have to put your face in the camera. It's not called FaceTime just for you to.
It ain't shoulder time. It ain't ceiling fan time.
Or be on pause and just talk. Because then we just talk on the phone at that point.
Who you talk? You don't know. You don't even know who you talking.
Because I have to like. So when I talk to you, like I'm like a reader off of body. I read body language like really hard. So like on FaceTime, like I need to see your like if I say something, what makes you smile and what makes you go like eh. Yeah. So and I can read those things just off of like FaceTime or just talking to you in person. Because like me, like I'm a very like we all know like. So like I would say what comes to my mind. So I need to know like when I'm saying this crazy shit, like how are you reacting? Because if I say it in text, I have no clue. Exactly. Like no clue.
And the other thing is that like I think people fail to realize is that like you have to experience when a person is happy, when a person is sad, when they're angry, when they cry. You have to
you gotta know.
Experience all of them things before you even start talking about dating and stuff like that. Because if you don't know how they react to certain situations.
That's very valid.
You're gonna get caught off guard. You're gonna get caught off guard.
I've ran into the like where like I've been like with someone and then like I didn't see how they reacted to like this situation, and then we're dating and I've never seen it. And I'm like, what the
shit hits
fuck?
The fan.
Yes, like with I'll say it, but I'll bleep it out. But for example, like Jerry, no, like I had got the good vibes with her, but like I never knew what things would be like when shit hit like south. So we were already dating. We had already been dating for like a month by the time when like I first really experienced that, and I was like, "Oh my god, this girl like this shit's wild. Like what the fuck?
It's crazy."
Yes, and like I like crazy, but this girl was extra crazy. Like it was like Like the bitch done threw a phone at me, like shit like that. Oh, for shit she heard, like she hears. Bro, one time, bro, I had a hole in my wall from the show one time, bro. It's a hole in this store.
Wait, you talking the big hole when I first walked in?
No, that was from I got drunk and like just woke up with that. There was so I fixed it. You didn't see it, but like I broke the whole light switch where you live, like the whole light switch over there.
I saw
the whole shit was like a hole in there because like it was a phone thrown, and yeah, it was a phone. I think she threw a phone at me, and then I got mad. I think she had and I threw it back at her, and like it missed her and hit the light and like busted. And some shit like
what
that.
What kind of pipe was you laying?
Bro, I was running that shit, boy. Oh no, I was nutting that shit every time.
She was in there like cooking meals.
Yes, bro.
Like, you want to eat? It's like,
This girl dead ass. So this girl was. I'm gonna tell you dead ass. She would like. So I would have to be at work at like 9, right? So this girl, she would wake up at like 7:45, 8 o'clock, right? Well, not because I had to wake up around that time. She would wake up when I wake up, or like 10 minutes before me. She would go in the kitchen, right? I go take my shower, ever get ready. She would go ahead and make my breakfast. And then have my lunch already packed in a bag for me.
Oh my god!
Like that shit was right. I like that, but like she was so much with the family shit and about being crazy that like it was just too much at a certain point. Like
hamburger helper.
Yeah.
That part exactly because like she would cook and like it'd be some extra. She like Kai, get some food or like it'd be like she would like clean the whole kitchen out of nowhere. Like it'd just be spotless. Like
that's rare because most don't know how to clean or cook.
No, but she's really about that home shit though, like about that family
that
shit.
Homegrown.
And like that stuff was nice, but like she was the type that was like ready for like that type of shit immediately. Like
she was moving quick on all
that. Like family type shit.
Yeah.
Like she wasn't fucking with the whole YouTube thing. Like she's like,
whoa.
No.
Well, she got a vote YBNT.
She thought it was cool. Like it was a cool hobby, but she's like you can't like rely on that. Like
cut.
And she was not about like the homie. Like I was like yeah, I'm very confident about this shit. Like this is what I'm gonna do. And like she's like nah. And then I was gonna do a video with these two girls, and she was.
She belonged to the street.
So looking into these couple of things that like maybe like I feel like you're a pretty good like representation of majority of men in America because like you're very like I'm not gonna say that, but you're very the way you
black.
The
Black
way you think is like a lot of the I feel like a lot of the guys kind of think
for sure
that I meet. So tell me some like your turn-ons with girls. Like what are like top 3-4 turn-ons like with a girl like that you looking for like if you were gonna wife her up. If you're gonna wife her up.
I say my turn-on would be your personality. You got to know how to handle different situations. I would say another one would probably be the way you treat your family because
that's important. Actually,
family. If you ain't with your family, then you ain't never gonna be down for nobody.
Well, and you're not gonna be down with your family either. Because that matters.
Yeah, and I think the third thing would be support. If you not supporting your significant other, then how are y'all ever gonna build on anything? And the fourth one would be short-term and long-term goals. If you don't have any short-term and long-term goals, then how y'all ever gonna build into the future?
All right, so all right. Before we go on the turn on, so I'm gonna ask you like what are like some things you would like if you're gonna wife a girl up. Like what are like things you like genuine shit like no bullshit like some genuine shit you would like look for.
I think I'm looking for. I like what he said about like you gotta know how to carry yourself in certain situations, because I'm not gonna be the best some days, and you're not gonna be the best some days. So I gotta learn how to pick up on the days that you're not rocking with it, and you gotta learn how to.
Yeah.
So the biggest thing is if you can't pick up from me whenever I need you, then you can't hold me down. And if you can't hold me down, then I'm wasting my time ultimately.
Exactly, because you're gonna hold her down.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? And regardless of any other aspect that the relationship has, if you can't hold somebody down, then you can't really work on anything.
Yeah.
So I think ultimately, if you can hold somebody down,
that's like the main.
You can make it all happen.
I would also say for me is like the first is like understanding that like my vision and like my objectives in life, like what I want to create in this world, comes first. Like it comes before even me myself. You know what I'm saying? So like knowing that like those things come first, and like if you're with like you need to be with the program, and then second is like, or another thing is just like, what do you want to accomplish? Like and there's nothing wrong if you want a 9 to 5. Like that's completely okay. But for me, that type of girl is not for me. You know what I'm saying? Like
that type of recently, it seems like that's just not what we want.
Yeah, like I don't want a girl that's gonna like that. Like me personally, I don't want a girl that's like entering like the world of like the normal world scheme. Because like just like I'm not gonna be part of that world, so like you're not gonna be able to understand what I'm doing. So like I would like a girl to be like maybe as creative as I am, whose mind probably wanders as much as I do, and then also just kind of like understanding me for me, knowing that like the way that I am is no knack or anything. Like, but I am how I am, and like I can change certain things for you. That's like maybe like my bad traits. I can fix those things. I'll work on those things, but I'm never gonna change like who I genuinely am.
Yeah.
And as long as you just like me for me, and like you fuck with like that, like that's really the important. And like my friends, like so like my closest friends, like you don't have to be buddy with them, but I would like for you to like just have some respect with them. You know what I'm saying? Because like
exactly.
like the people like the closest friends, like not every friend, but like some of my closest friends, like I feel like I want to take them with me in life. You know what I'm saying? So like. You need to like understand that like I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say they come before you because they don't, but like they come like they have a very importance in my life.
They come with me. They're a
yeah,
part of
like,
significant.
Yeah, you need to understand like how Drake said like I forgot what he said, but basically it was like you need to be able to like you walk in the house and walk in the kitchen, you might see one of my niggas like you know what I'm saying like you can't just like you know what I'm saying like
you
can't
like be freak out.
Yeah, like I'm saying like that's just how it's going to be.
Yeah.
So those are the big things. So like all right, so what are your turn-offs with a girl? Like things you're like I cannot get with a girl. Like you just like no.
I would say my turn-offs would be the only thing you have to offer is your body.
Yeah.
So for instance, you can be hot all day,
Mm-hmm.
but if you can't keep a conversation, if you don't know how to communicate, if you don't have public speaking skills, that's an automatic turn-off. Like you could be hot all day, but if I'm trying to talk to you in person and I'm asking you,
I need you to be able to pull up some Google Slides.
If I'm asking you what you want to do with your life, I don't know. Okay, well that's great. Well, it's like what do you? You're not interacting.
So alright, so off the top of, do you know what you want to do with your life? Kind of like what you like maybe like your goal. All right, cool. So exactly. So like it's easy to think that when you already have like I already know Lottie already knows what he wants. Like Lottie's already. Me and Lottie's had plenty of discussions like I don't need no woman in my life. I'm not gonna chase no girl until like I can provide maybe this for my family or provide this for myself. Things like that. Like I want to be able to like do something really big for like the people who are with me first before like I can even think about being in a relationship. You know what I mean? So like those things are really important. So I'm sure like what would be like a turn off for you? Like something that you just like I can't get with.
Just lack of understanding.
Mm-hmm.
When I feel that I understand that some things might be hard, or you might have things that are just, you're like, I just can't really fuck with this shit. That's not what it's about. I need you to get what I'm saying. And I feel that you're not fucking with it, but it's what I'm saying. So we just got to get through it or whatever.
So like I've already said like my like physical turn offs, but like just like turn offs is just like general like.
I don't like stuck up girls. I think that's really big too. I
That's
don't like
the
those
other
stuck up
thing is
girls.
that like I don't know if it's the hot girl summer or what, but you don't have to act stuck up. If you like somebody, tell them.
Yeah.
You don't have to portray this Kylie Jenner persona.
You don't
So,
look
like,
weak.
you're
You
not
don't
a-
look weak, bro.
It's bad because like those are the type of girls that like I'll like initially get myself involved with like girls like that because like that's just like what instantly attracts me like the stuck up bitches and shit like that.
Yeah.
But then in the long run it never works out because like they like I'm already like big headed myself. Like I'm very like I have like a very like self awareness and I feel like I'm like this and that. But if we're always competing, then it's just not gonna work. Even if that's what I'm initially. That's what I'm always initially attracted to, and like that's what like always fucks me. But like I know like the girl I'm gonna be with, I kind of like it has to be like in like a happy medium. And like I also don't like girls that are like. It's weird, but like, cause like I might do it myself. Like I don't like girls that like smoke a lot. Like I don't really like that because like I feel like. I don't know. It's just like I don't like that shit. Like for some reason, like it's weird.
Another turnoff would be not understanding a guy's emotions. That tends to get a lot overlooked because if a guy shows his emotions, he's called a pussy or a bitch.
But I swear they're gonna make some. They're gonna repost on Instagram talking about how it's men's health.
Exactly.
Men's health,
So that's the other thing is that like we listen to you. You have to also listen to us. You can't just be like okay and tune us out.
Yeah, I hate the hypocritical girls. Like the girls that like post these things on Instagram, like the little liberal girl shit. Like you post all this shit on Instagram.
I'm not gonna put that one on the video.
All right, I'm sorry. I don't want to. But you post all this shit on your timeline. But like I have firsthand experience to know that like that's not how you really are because like you're doing these things that are completely like
you be switching up.
Like you like just be real like. Sorry, a lot of these girls they don't want people to know that like that's how they really are. So like when you treat them like how they really are, then like they're gonna like they build this case against you. But like it's like when I first got you to be attracted to me, that's how I was, and that's what made you attracted to me.
Like
but now, like, I've been like this the whole time. I'm not like the one thing about me, like, I'm not gonna surprise you with anything. I'm gonna be like how I am from the beginning, and if you have problems with it later, then like, hey, if you have problems with it later, then like that's like literally on you, like because like I'm gonna give you what I am in the beginning. and like you could, if you don't discuss to me what you don't like about me, then like that's like you've already lost that battle because like you did, like I give you the opportunity, to tell me these things, and like see, these girls say they want you to be vocal, they want you to like talk, but they don't do the same thing. They don't do the same.
Like, oh yeah. If you don't want to text somebody some more, if you don't want to talk to them more, just tell them that. You're not gonna hurt their feelings.
You're really not.
There's too many people out here in the world to be pressed on one single person. I'd rather you just tell me straight up instead of just going 2 weeks later and finding another nigga or trying to fuck my best friend or one of my friends.
It's like it's all about being straight up and transparent. Because like
I think so, yeah.
I might struggle with that a little bit, but if you're also struggling with it, you cannot just call me out on it, and then when I say you're doing it, then you just say I'm like gaslighting you or something like that. Because like I'm just like sometimes I don't say a whole lot because like it's not gonna it doesn't bother
ultimately,
me.
I think we're trying to work through it. Always, yes. We're always trying to work.
And like
through
it might not bother me that much, but then it's gonna bother you a whole lot. We're both doing the same thing, and it bothers you. And it's like, all right, that's cool. All right, if it bothers you, just let me know. But then when I tell you that you do the same shit, don't get mad at me.
Yeah.
Because I'm just being real with you. I'm like, you're doing the same thing, and I just feel like we're just like an even exchange. You know what I mean? I hope you enjoyed this video. So I want you to smash a thumbs up on this video right now. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and let's just get the fucking full thing going.